Hey, Murray! Murray! I'm trying to record an episode over here.
Okay, I'll stop soon.
Alright then, that's the best I can hope for.
Travel plans to China have all been worked out.
Hello everyone and everything, and welcome back to more Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. In the last episode, we defeated Ms. Ruby in Vicious Voodoo. And, by the looks of things, we stole her titular ruby. Good stuff. I think that's the first valuable thing we've actually acquired from any of these levels. Well,
Travel plans to China have all been worked out.
we are on our way to China. According to Ms. Ruby, he's tough with a capital T. Let's go find out.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on the Panda King. Born penniless, he was fascinated by the fireworks rich noblemen set off every New Year's. He spent a decade learning the art. But when he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen, they couldn't see past his shabby clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime. The Fiendish Five recruited him as their demolitions expert, and from then on, his explosive touch became feared worldwide. He's rumored to be perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable Kunlun Mountains of western China.
Fire in the sky. Welcome to China. Looks like we got here via the Great Wall itself. Pretty sure you can't drive up there, but that's what we're a thief for. Now, I'm just at a loss. I'm so excited, guys. I love this level so much. Not just like a Perilous Ascent, but all of Fire in the Sky. It is so good. Now let's go ahead and see what kind of people we're dealing with here. Kung Pao, Stickiest Babonium, lives for World Cup soccer. You know what? I've gotten into that whole World Cup business myself in recent weeks. The atmosphere here has once again taken a complete 180 from the swamp. Ooh. This looks like something interesting. Andre, Gorillas Catapultus, Fierce Thieving Raccoons, and Wonton, Monkeyspherium. The classic video game trope of a mother firing her young at her opponents. These poor monkeys. They don't deserve this. Ow, I don't deserve that either. Aw, she does love her kids. Nope, never mind. Get out of here. Functionally, she's actually quite similar to the flaming turtle head. She also gets this panicked when you get up close. Okay. Now this whole episode... Oop, I'll be quiet here.
Would you look at that? A fireworks show! Oh my gosh, that's awful! That poor village just got buried in freezing snow!
The rocket came from that giant statue, and you can bet the Panda King lit the fuse. I've got to find my way up there and fast before that lunatic squashes another town.
Looks like the Panda King is our first verifiable threat. That's the first thing we've seen any of the Fiendish Five actively do to hurt someone. Things are really kicking up a notch. You know what? I was gonna say I was gonna fight fire with fire there, but I didn't have the right ability equipped. So we'll have to save it for the next Andre. Andre, you say? Just kidding. Okay. I don't know how these bridges are staying up here. I'm gonna try and... Uh-oh. That was... Oops. I wanna see what the heck is suspending these bridges here. Okay. Ropes. This would not work at all. This is not how bridges work. No, not even a little bit. Look at how high we've already gotten. There's the van right down there. We are getting up there today. Ooh. Sheer danger. Looks like we've got a fairly impassable gate here. It's not impassable, I'll go ahead and let you know right now. We have got a new ability, which I accidentally just used. And we're gonna see if I can make some use of it this episode. Not at this point, right, though. Oop. Careful. Falling icicles, a very classic obstacle in the way of any platformer's path. I love icicles. Ooh, here we go. Now it's time to fight fire with fire. The ball is mightier than the ball. I played Monkey Ball, you guys... Oh, man. Guess playing Monkey Ball doesn't help. That's okay, though. It did help a little bit. Ooh, here we go. This is a really fun aspect of this. We've got fireworks. We can light them off with our cane here. And give ourselves a little show. There's absolutely no point to that. They don't even give coins. They are just awesome. This red one, though, is important for progression. So we've got a new ability here. By holding circle when we're not near a thieving opportunity, Sly will turn invisible. You cannot move. He just looks like a set of fireflies. But while in that form, as long as no one saw him disappear, he is indetectable by guards. That was smart, but so was sticking a sword down your throat, so I think we came out even on that. How about you, sir? Okay. Just gonna take our time here. Not too much time, but we're gonna take our time. Okay. Let go of the button. No! We're gonna take our time through here. Take our time. No worries. I do love these monkeys' grunts. The just... It is very entertaining. But it also kind of begs the question, are they just looking for someone to be sideways walking on these ledges, or are they just... I think they're playing a game. Like, hey man, how far down do you think it is? And he was like, I don't know, could be that far down. Anyway, this is a great time. Use fireworks for deadly effects, eh? But you have no idea how many can play at that game. Woo! That is just wonderful. I adore that. Okay. Now, it's time to knock out this bridge. Perfect. So, right down here, we've got our treasure vault. But only 14 of 30 bottles. What's up with that? Okay. Hopefully this last area is dense with them. Whapa! And this whole world is gonna get some great use out of our electric ball move.
You can't get through the security gate without one of the Panda King's treasure keys. There's one over there, but it's heavily guarded.
One key coming up.
Okay. Now this is going to be a great place to use my invisibility trick. Ooh. I'm speaking the monkey's language now right now. That's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Okay. I look like I'm no longer invisible, but there we go. We are perfect. Oh man. What an absolute commando you are, Sly. All right. Success. That was really cool, actually. What a great like first use of our new invisibility technique. We are now truly a master thief. Although, I think a normal master thief would have just left no witnesses instead of killing everyone on the scene, but that's fine. One key down. Now, we are missing 3 more bottles. I see one over here. Hopefully. The other ones are also over here. There's another one. Oh dear. It's the classic tune. No. We got it. 30 bottles. Now, we very much could. Hey, look at that. There's no floor here. That floor is made out of floor. We could go right over here and unlock the vault, but I have decided not to. You will see why later, but suffice to say, whatever safe we leave for last, we are going to have to come back for a sort of contrived reason. And because this vault is right here next to the exit of the level, this is going to be the easiest one for us to skip over for the moment. So we're going to just bypass it and move on. So hey guys, the best laid plans have fallen apart again. I wanted to show off that there's an invisible wall here while this drawbridge is raised, and the vault is on the other side of it. There's no way that I can find to get around it without, just dying. So the idea that I'd be able to come straight through this exit and get the vault is wrong. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and open it from the other side. I'll be right back. Okay, back at the vault. We made it.
I got a real headache figuring this one out. Input 578.
And I'm honestly very glad, because I love this one.
This just gets better and better. I'd always heard that one of your southern ancestors, Huckleberry Cooper, developed a technique to move while staying invisible. Hold down the circle button to turn invisible, then move around with the left analog stick.
Man, Sly's ancestors got around. We've covered Egypt, we've covered the Old West, the Deep South. Well, what else we got? We've had Sir Andrew Cooper, so probably England. We've gotten Bruce O'Cooper, that's north of England. It sounds Irish. Sly's ancestors were everywhere. Ryuichi Cooper was Japanese. Now, so as I'm showing, our power this time around is the ability to move while invisible. And this is a powerful one indeed. The one weakness that it had is still somewhat pronounced, since this is literally as fast as we can go, but it'll get some use out of it, that's for sure. This is useless right here. Don't do this, but it sure does look funny. Okay, I'm done. Next, inside the stronghold. I love just the quiet snow aesthetic. I grew up in the mountains in Colorado, so snow has always been a very just comforting thing for me. Seeing just a fresh layer of snow on a morning, at least on a morning where I didn't have to walk to school, was always reassuring. Just put me directly at ease. How do I get up here? Oh, here we are. Okay.
Nice job breaking into the Panda King's compound. I think I figured out a way to get to the top of that giant statue. But unfortunately, it's obstructed by this reinforced ceiling hatch.
No problem. They seem to have plenty of firepower around here. I'll just have to find a few more treasure keys to get at it.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Right off the bat here.
Sadly, company cannot pay for avalanche protection service, and so I am forced to bury alive under many tons of snow. Please be on guard for any surviving villager that come looking for you. Thank you. That is all.
The Panda King, definitely the most stoic of the Fiendish Five. He's gonna speak a little slower and deeper, but still no less fun to do impressions of. Let's see what our options here. That was the Unseen Foe over there, a personal favorite. King of the Hill. Yes, I believe we shall do King of the Hill.
Murray's all fired up to make the run for the key. While on the blasting station, use the left analog stick to aim and the square button to fire.
Right on. I'll keep him covered.
We've got another Murray turret level here. Very exciting stuff.
Going in, Sly.
Let's not shoot him this time. Now, this is going to get a little tougher than the first one. But generally speaking, it's all the same principle. Just keep close to him. Make sure nothing can come in any surprise. We're going to have a lot more fireworks to use to open up paths for him. And now, a lot of things are going to try and ambush him from behind, which is why you don't want to let him out of your sights. Just keep close. He's got his personal security guard on the turret here. I'd like to personally thank the Panda King for actually providing us this turret. Oh dear, okay. This time our Murray does not have a horseshoe on his back. So any mistake I make is going to be the last one we make. There we go. I don't remember this level much at all. This specific one, King of the Hill, is probably the level in this game that I have played the least. There's not a lot of replay value in these... Whoa! In these Murray levels. Ooh, I fired off another firework and I didn't notice. That's very sad. Okay, now they're gonna come at us from like the rooftops and stuff. Wait. Yeah, like that. Sort of. This is actually very tense. There's not a lot of replay value in these Murray stages. And they're also not as difficult as most of the other mini-games. So in terms of attempts, this has always taken me the least. And we are almost done here, but old Murray triggered an alarm. Okay, there we go. We're gonna have to deal with this whole little ambush of Admiral So. Almost got him. Should be one more up here. My aim is terrific, and I will not hear otherwise. Success? Not yet? Where's this alarm? Can I just shoot it? Are we done yet? We did it. All right. Spectacular display, Murray. Make a good team, big guy. Love watching his little key get animation. Sly's is fluid, but Murray's is endearing. Okay. That's gonna do it for China right now. Let's go see what we've got. We have got Sunset Snake Eyes completely taken care of. But just before we go and leave it forever, I do want to show off that once again, things like Gorgeous Lou have made it in. Number of tattoos, 3. Well, we've got 1. I think that just says tattoo. I think that's chest hair. I'm gonna see if I can actually see these. Looks like he's got 1 on his forearm there. Hard to tell what it is. And whatever his 3rd one is probably private. And then we've got Cletus, Slobberus Maximus. Loves gnawing on femurs. Evidently. So yeah, pretty much everything that the developers said they wanted their nicknames to be has made it in. And I'm going to continue to show that as we advance onward. But today's speedrun of choice is the Dread Swamp Path. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Wouldn't it have been great if I just died on that very first guy? Okay. So this is a really good speed. Whoop, we're just gonna ignore you, Charlotte. That's fine. This is a really good speedrun level. There's a skip here that's gonna jump us straight past a big section here. We're just gonna ignore all these guys, save us a little time that way. It's not up there. It's right over here. It's a little difficult to pull off, but get all the way over here and jump. And we succeed. Now I think we can also get up on top of this. Yeah, we sure can. And that's gonna do it here for everything but the candles. And we've got a whole 40 seconds to knock them out here. Oh wait, no, there are no candles because we already did that. We can just run to the exit. Nice, nice, nice. And that's it. Nothing to it. I think that's the least I've struggled on a speedrun since, like, Fire Down Below. Love that stuff. Okay, well. Alright, that is gonna do it for our levels of the day. I'm about to leave you guys off with some more developers commentary, but in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, but before you guys consider pressing that like button, well, maybe you'll find out just how handy I am with a firework.
One of the things that's sort of interesting about this level, it's the first one that actually has a big shot to open the level. As we were developing the product, this was the first game level
that we built that had that, yeah.
Yeah, so that there's a really low camera looking up at the gate to try and give the sense that there was something very large inside, and to kind of be imposing, like the gate in the original King Kong movie.
Right.
When they get off the boat, there were all these natives who are sort of fearing the other side of the gate, trying to get that vibe across with this initial shot. Also, one of the sort of the design goals for the level was to focus on slide rail run move. So there are a lot of branches that you can jump on, and feeling pretty ninja-like as you can move on these surfaces that a normal person can't. So Sly, being upgraded to the point of near Master Chief, is able to traverse the treetops in this very cool kind of anime way.
Yeah, I always thought it was really cool how he moved sort of between using his hook and his feet, and doing regular landings and sliding and running uphill. It just feels like he covers a lot of different sort of modes and the way you move through it. And I remember, actually, before we had the control scheme worked out, you had to use different buttons to land with your feet and grab with your hook. And it would just explode your mind to try and play this level because you're trying to run away from this giant snake and still remember to hit the, circle for this and the square for that or whatever it was. But I just remember it being very sort of exhausting to play in its original control scheme.
Yeah, you really had to memorize the buttons.
How about the modeling on the trees? What were some of the challenges you faced?
Actually, going over poly budget was the biggest challenge, I think, because there's such cool, scary shapes. We wanted to get out of that, and to get the kind of gnarled branches that we wanted. It was easy to go over poly budget. So many of them. So that just added up to be kind of a nightmare. Go back in and redo some of the modeling and kind of limit our use of the trees. But it turned out pretty good.
Did you have to go through any kind of special rigmarole to make sure that the true gameplay path was clean? But, I mean, because there are a lot of kind of side branches that don't look playable, yet they exist in the world.
Yeah, I pretty much went through the game tree by tree and placed each branch with a reason. I didn't just go in and just start to do
every branch.
Every branch has a reason.
Well, that's
I mean, you can see it.
every branch that's in the gameplay zone, right? Because I mean, there's those
Yeah.
top branches that you can never get to.
Right, the top branches aren't too bad, but some of the branches sticking out of the side of the trunk are separate models,
Yeah.
and I put them in there only for visual reasons and to get them out of the way, if they were in the way of gameplay.
Why don't you talk about the modeling first?
Well, I was given this pretty crazy layout of all these pillars. Because of that, I had to try to come up with something. I was actually kind of thinking of kind of those old kung fu films, or actually like some new kung fu films or whatever, like Zoo Warriors. So because of that, I kind of went for large, pillory, crazy land formations, and came up with a couple cool design buildings and stuff with Dev.
One of the challenges in doing these sort of levels, doing the sniper levels, and this one really shows it off compared to the mugshot one, is making it so that everything is visible from one vantage point. There's a lot of twists and turns in this particular level and a lot of height changes to make it so that everything is very visible at all times wherever Murray's going on his path.
I know that from a modeling standpoint, it makes it quite difficult because it's actually really deep. It goes pretty far back, and you end up having to compensate for a lot of things just to make it look a lot better. These things are a lot farther away than they actually look like, so you gotta kind of make some things a little larger and stuff, but still, and Murray will end up looking a little too small, so you gotta kind of tweak it to get it to look just right.
When I first got this level to map, first time I saw it, I noticed how beautiful it was. It's this big valley with all these tall pillar islands in it and a lot of mist down below. What I tried to do was I tried to be inspired by the old fairy tales of the snowy villages and with the fog down below, and I tried to keep that magical feeling all the way through where the snow would be able to reflect the light from all different angles. Touching everything with a layer of powdered sugar was kind of the goal, to continuously remind myself that I had to paint something and then add snow on top of it. That was fun.
Fight fire with fire! Oh no, it's not. Fight fire with fire, fight ball with ball! Yeah! Oh my god.